Kick it.
And the first thing I do is hold down the kick button, because I'm thinking, oh, this is Mega Man.
Yeah, you
Start charging. Start charging.
Charge that kick.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So yes, Kickmaster doing level 3 and 4 this time. I think these are a bit more challenging than the first two, but I like the fact that you actually start with 2 more boxes of health than the other goal, and you're already starting at level 2 where you've got the slide kicks. Things will be going a lot faster just for that reason alone.
Yeah, your slide kick is your fastest form of movement in this game. And not only does it deal an okay amount of damage, but it allows you to bypass enemies, specifically if you're able to hit them during the duration of the kick, like you'll see with the Red Knight at the bottom of the vertical portion. And then you've got the the knee drop, or the press drop, or knee press, whatever they call it. I can never keep it straight. Which is literally the most broken attack in the game. It not only deals a moderate amount of damage, but the enemy invulnerability is such that, well, the knee drop drops you down, so you get down onto the ground, and then if you're quick enough, you can jump up while the enemy is receiving the damage during their invulnerability frames, and then you can start another knee drop so that as soon as they get out of their invulnerability frames, you're dealing damage to them again with the knee drop. So it's literally a stun lock.
Yeah, you just kind of vibrate all over them with your knees, and they die real fast. It's kind of hard to do. It seems like some of our players are opting to do with some sort of hybrid strats where they'll do the kick up and then the knees down, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it seems that way, especially with this first boss here. I'm gonna be honest. I usually don't see the attack on this boss because you can stun lock him with the knee drops before he even gets off the ground, before he even opens his wings, even. So that's just how powerful that knee drop is, and there's the little tricks to them as well.
Yeah, it's very difficult to like continue the stun lock. It's gotta take some practice. It does take a little bit of practice. I found that just doing a short hop, like almost barely tapping the jump button, helps. The risk you run with doing it though is that if you go too fast in doing the knee drops, you will actually take damage instead, because you will no longer be in the attack mode of the knee drop when the enemy's iframes end. Yeah, that's just a terrible fight.
It's tricky too because when you hit them, they'll like slide a little bit, so you need to move a little bit to keep up with them. But holding right changes your wait. If you're in the air, you'd still get the knee drop if you're holding right, right?
Yes. Okay. As long as you're holding down when you're as long as you're in the air and you're holding down when you press the attack button, when you press B, then you still perform the knee drop. And you can actually,
so it's not as,
you can still move. Yeah, so you can still move forward and backward while doing the knee drop. So you can keep up with the enemies as you're doing the knee drop. One trick to keeping the enemies from moving when you're doing the knee drop to keep the stun lock going is to hit them right in the center of their sprite, rather than their sides. Again, it's riskier, but it keeps them from moving and thus makes it easier for you to do the stun locks.
Interesting.
God damn it.
I hate this second boss.
Bones.
No,
So
you jerk!
Hey, don't use that kind of language in here.
No, he just got bird trolled.
Yeah, I did too. I was actually gonna finish a run. That was exciting. But...
Yeah, the fourth stage has the birds, which, while they're not as bad as the Ninja Gaiden birds, they control you just as bad sometimes.
Yep, they're birds in an NES platformer, so yep.
So they're awesome.
They fit the criteria.
Fuck. Ugh, I always mistimed that one sprite. It's fucking stupid.
Yep, and then you got the
thanks,
spires that come up out of the ground. Those are fun. Oh, another bird troll that I just saw on John Carl's stream. So, let's see. A couple of things. When you're fighting that first mini boss there at the very beginning of this segment, not on the 4th stage, but on the 3rd stage, that wizard mini boss.
Oh, thank Bird. Bird actually helped.
If you wait and let him perform his attack, what he does is he actually teleports to your location.
Yep.
He tries to teleport directly on you to try to damage you. So you can use that to bring him down to the floor, and then if you feel confident enough, you can knee drop him and stun lock him to kill him faster.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Okay, that might have been the worst fight.
I just need to finish a run, and then I can try and improve it.
Yeah, I know, I'm feeling the same way right now.
I'm like, wait a second. I could run out of 30 minutes and never finish these levels, couldn't I?
That is a thing that can happen, yeah. The first mini-boss in the 4th stage is very similar to the mini-boss at the start of the 3rd stage, right? They teleports and shoots a thing.
Yeah, the
so
only
can you
difference
manipulate
is
her the same way as well,
Oh,
down to the ground?
Yep. Yes,
Okay.
you can. The only thing you have to just be aware of is just that spire that pops up in the middle of the floor there. But what I saw Carrie doing earlier is, rather than stun locking that mage with the knee drop, she was stun locking with the vertical press kick, which you can do if they are low enough, and if you time it just right.
Accident, by the way.
Oh.
Well, it was effective.
Wow, I suck at video games.
Okay, I finished one.
All right.
Is that the first finished run?
Yep, first one with run on the board.
Finish.
You're gonna beat it,
Yeah,
don't worry.
One difference that I'm
about
seeing
to hit my
between the
run
runners.
Oh, okay. Start.
There's a difference that I'm seeing between the runners. In the 4th
13-2.
stage, halfway through the stage, there is a healing spell that heals you for 4 bars of health that costs 90 MP. But it normally when you get magic in this game that's partway through a stage, it actually warps you ahead in the stage.
Right.
However, in stage 4, getting that health magic doesn't move you very much further ahead. In fact, it moves you half a screen ahead. That's as far as it moves you. So,
And I've found that I can't master that magic fast enough to make it worth it.
Right. But
Oh, so should I not be getting that?
You need 90 MP for it.
Oh, okay. So I shouldn't even be getting that.
Yeah, if
Or
you're not going to use it.
It's a risk versus reward thing.
yeah, you might want to play it safe and get
Because
it.
there's a bunch of birds that appear right after it, and they don't spawn if you get moved forward by the magic.
Huh.
Yeah.
I noticed I was surviving a lot more runs when I used to be grabbing the magic.
Yeah, if you grab the magic, the birds that are surrounding it won't spawn, and then you have an extra healing option. But you don't get moved that far ahead in the level, and it takes obviously a couple seconds for the magic screen to appear and to leave.
Since I can't
Oh my
upload
God.
mine, I just want to make sure Auth and Kari know that I have got 213.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well done.
And
Good.
since I don't even have my browser up, so I don't know how to tell what you guys are getting to. So if you can let me know if you guys finish anything.
I will let you know, but I have not finished anything.
Could you continue that pace?
My pace is great.
Up
Now
until
there
it's
is
not.
a magic in stage 3 that the players aren't getting because it's a whole different route to get it. It's the question mark magic. It's literally 3 question marks is the name of the magic. Doesn't really do anything. It costs 1 MP, and as far as I can tell, it deals 1 point of damage to bosses. That's it.
Oh, I
haven't
noticed
seen
that when I was
anything else.
fooling around. I was like, what does this do?
Yeah, I've not seen any other use or benefit of it. So it's literally, I seriously suspect that what it was is that the developers were planning on putting in another magic there, but then they either forgot about it completely, or any other magics that they were going to design just weren't up to par with some of the other magics, or would break the game, some reason whatsoever. Just that I think it's actually meant to be a placeholder, and it got left
Oh
in the
wait,
game.
that's not the fucking thing.
So it's the John Carls of
good
magic
bet.
in that it has no discernible use or purpose.
That's
you
fair.
could say
yes.
that.
Good.
Did say that.
I wouldn't say that, but you could.
I wouldn't say it, yeah. But...
I already have some.
Alright, we're just under 20 minutes left. By the way.
I should probably finish a run eventually.
Yeah, it's only... You got 2/3 of this match still to go.
I would recommend just keeping what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's working so well for me.
Yeah.
It might be worth mentioning that the way the standings work, it matters whether or not you... Like, if you don't get first, it still matters if you get second or third if there's a fourth player, because
Right.
the scoring is treated as a series of 1v1 matches.
Ah, bullshit.
Oh, we had a double KO there at the boss.
Yeah.
Jeff's definitely doing the worst out of all of us, I think.
Oh, I see, yeah. So which of these two goals did you players find harder?
Just one.
I found the
This
first one way harder, but
Really?
now I can't put a run together.
This one I think I'm stronger than I really am. And I'm having trouble, like, judging attacks, I guess.
Okay.
And dodging, like, things. I'm just taking way too much damage.
Off in practice, you were getting, what, 2 minutes on this?
I don't remember exactly what.
Yeah.
2:15 maybe. What'd you have?
Someone's chest.
2:13. The bosses are just... I think it's just controlling the bosses with the stuns is the hardest part of this. I think some of the level aspects are actually easier than the first challenge, but the bosses... If that demon gets loose, I think that made this challenge harder. Just because he's...
Yeah, the
discrepancy in time between getting him without him flying away and him flying away is fairly significant.
Yeah, if in a normal speed run, if he flies, then that's run over.
Absolutely. And I was trying to do that in my practices, but that doesn't seem to be realistic for my life.
Yeah, it looked like you were in the right position there, Carl, to get the stun locks going. You were right, pretty much right in the center, but it was just doing them fast enough.
Yeah, so I got to do smaller hops, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because you need to be confident that you're gonna get it right? Because you need to be staying pretty much inside their hitbox the whole time. So you need to be confident that I'm not gonna screw this up. I'm gonna hit him every time, and I'm not gonna get hit.
Please
Yeah.
slide.
Confidence.
Yep, you gotta be and you have to be confident that you're gonna jump high enough and that
Please
your timing's
slide.
just right. I mean, there's a lot of risk involved in doing it,
Yeah.
but the reward payout is so good.
Well, with the completed run, that sounds like it'd be worth trying. Since I don't have to...
I didn't even see what I touched.
So I'm not gonna... I killed him decently.
Yeah, and even if you just do knee drop them on the sides and just move them over to the side with the knee drops, even that works just as well because you're still
Yeah,
stun
that's what
locking them.
That's my normal... That's kind of what I'm attempting to do. It's just not actualizing itself.
Okay, so right now we actually have... There's 2 runs on the board, even though we don't have a run in for John Carls officially. He's just having some trouble getting them uploaded, but the run is there, and we will check it once the match is over and give you the exact time. But it looks like the top of the board is about a 2:13.
That finally got that boss correctly that time.
Yeah, and a big savings over the first split.
Yeah.
6.7.
And I don't even know if I need to intentionally die here, but I'm going to anyways, just to be safe. I don't know if the other runners are taking intentional deaths there, but it seems to only cost about 2 seconds for full.
Yeah, that's
health.
the one. Yeah, that's one spot in the game where if you are low on health, it's actually better to take the death because
Yeah,
like you said,
exactly.
it's only about 2-second loss.
So you got some menuing
and
time,
there
right?
goes my beautiful run.
Oh, he's dead. That's too bad.
Yeah, that Spire.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah, stage 4 is probably the worst when it comes to platforming, because you have everything that's trying to knock you off those platforms.
It wouldn't be difficult platforming in a non-speed run, just in the speedrun sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, in a speedrun sense.
you can trigger the birds if you were casually playing it and just move on. But
Yeah, because the birds, they will launch towards you, or at least in whatever direction they're facing, they will just immediately start going horizontally as soon as they're on the same horizontal plane as you. So as soon as they're on the same Y level as you, they just take off. So you can juke them very easily when you're playing casually, but when you're speedrunning,
Look at that
you
mimic
guys
chest.
almost have to plan it a bit.
So this game has a mimic chest, so it's officially an RPG.
Yep. It's got experience, it's got magic points, it's got magic spells, and mimic chest. Yeah, it's good enough for an RPG.
what is a mimic?
It's an action RPG.
I don't know what a mimic chest is. Snake chest?
The monster chest.
You ever, a chest that you try to open
Yeah,
it and it
looks
eats you?
like a normal chest, but then when you touch it or try to open it, it attacks you instead.
Use your big words with me.
It's 5 letters.
Right.
That's one too many for him.
I like 4-letter words.
There's a lot of good 4-letter words.
Okay, I gotta get the quick kill on
Thunderstorms.
Just
coming.
the debt collector passing
Yeah,
through.
got a windstorm going through there.
Yes.
Help me!
I'm working on it. Hold on.
that. Get the umbrella.
All right, I closed the window.
Batten down the hatches.
Is the ultimate on yet?
Oh, is everybody still in Kansas? Or did anybody go to Oz?
It's nice.
I think I'm still here.
Has authorblues submitted a run yet?
No.
I know you won't tell. Last time I didn't know, and then you submitted like 7. You're like, oh yeah, I've got a sub 2 Mega Man.
Well, ultimately, you probably shouldn't have asked, because after you asked, that's what triggered him to submit 7.
My
This
bad.
demon, it's just bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dude, I agree so much.
Seriously?
It's almost evil, that demon.
Yeah,
No, I
he's
could
a pain in the
definitely see
butt
that.
once he
Oh,
gets
that
there.
was 7 seconds ahead, and I got
Ooh.
Yeah, if you guys had level 3, you could be doing the double front kick, and that would actually help out because it deals a tremendous amount of damage, provided both kicks connect. But
Yeah, it's a little tricky to use because you're there for so long, throwing out these kicks and not moving. But
How
yeah,
many kicks
This is
does he
going
end up with
terribly.
at the end of the game? 5?
he ends up with, well, every level gets you a new kick. So besides the 3 that he starts off with, he can gain 9 more. But some of the kicks replace others. For example, your regular high kick is replaced with a double high kick, which then later gets replaced with I think it's the butterfly kick.
yeah, that's
Thanks
it's
for-
the one that looks like Chun-Li's spinning bird kick. And
Yeah,
so
and
the
then-
roundhouse, like the kick into a roundhouse, I find to be worse than the regular kick. I mean, if you're spamming it,
It is.
it is a little faster, like in terms of overall DPS. But the usefulness of having a shorter attack is worth it, I think.
Yeah, when you're speedrunning, the shorter attacks are better. That's why in a speedrun you don't go above level 3, because as soon as you go above level 3, you get the double front kick. Or you get the double high kick or roundhouse kick, and that
Are
immediately
you
just
kidding? I'm
makes us-
landing every hit on this asshole.
It's a shame too because at level 5 you get the flying kick, which is basically a slide in midair. It
basically
gives you a
it's
lot
slide
of
kick in
movement
midair.
options.
Yeah,
It does.
Really fun.
Although whenever I've played it and once I've gotten that actually has led me to my death more often than not.
Well, if
I'll
you're not
be in
used
the-
to it.
Well, because I'll be in the air and I
No!
mean to do another kick, another type of kick, and I'm
Exactly.
accidentally holding diagonal downwards, and I end up doing
There you go.
the flying slide kick and just fall to my doom.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get a PB here.
Alright, yeah, we got one. Really good one.
Oh, yeah, I hit that late. But I think that was right around the same time, actually.
Well, if you,
We will... I can drop those in real quick. How much time is left?
9.5 minutes.
I have to do computer work in the middle of my runs.
How come you don't just leave the window open?
That's a good question to ask somebody.
He's in the middle of a competition. You expect him to think logically?
I think I just dropped those in. You tell me.
This is getting
Yes, you
better
did. Thank you.
speech.
I don't know how I killed that boss 7 seconds faster, and yet it's taken 7 seconds longer on the next boss. So it was about the same.
Maybe you split wrong.
Yeah, I think I did split about 2 seconds.
Alright, so we'll get the timing on John Carls' recent run,
Womp.
so that by the time authorblues gets his run completed, we'll know who gets to gloat to whom.
that's the most important thing.
Right.
I was very clear to John Carls that whether I won or lost, I would be talking trash to him.
Yeah.
Right, that was the one condition to doing this show.
How am I playing so badly now?
Just
That
a
was
really
223.
uncooperative fight there, wow.
Yeah. You had the beginnings of the stun locks going pretty good there, but just faltered on your own.
How is John Carls so better than me at this?
Oh, because I'm the best.
He's stopping to
Remember
get
when I
that
had world
healing.
record and everything?
I only stopped there so that I could move the camera forward and kill myself.
Yeah, you have to do that sometimes. Because I noticed you can't slide completely at the edge of the camera or you're screwed. It will not do the full slide. It'd be great if you didn't go directly in the corner. Oh wow, nice time to die. Against the easiest boss.
She went to the corner because you were standing in the
Fuck you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why did I go to the corner? Why didn't I position you?
Oh, there we go.
What's our time at?
Oh, okay, it's 7 minutes left on the clock. Something about this game reminds me of G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor.
Did they make? Did Taito make that?
Taxan? Maybe?
Taxon.
Taxan made the first G.I. Joe. I don't know if it was the
Yeah, it's Taxon.
same one. Okay. Makers of 8 Eyes, by the way.
Yep. This is Taito.
Taito. Taito.
Yeah, Taito made this one.
I usually love Taito games. I don't know why I am so well.
Wait, you saying you don't like this game? This is the best
You
game.
love this game.
I am
This
offended.
I found
I am
out.
offended you don't like this.
I love this game. It really hates me though.
That's fair.
This game I found out. I was looking up who developed it, and the developers later went on to make one of my favorite visual novels ever.
Oh.
Really?
Which is like really where they went from this to like visual novels, like you know, reading things and
Oh,
all
maybe
that.
Taito published it.
Yeah,
The story is
I'm
actually loosely based off of the story of my life, which is kind of interesting. I have to tell you guys that.
Wait. So you're saying this story is loosely based off of your life, so you can kick things so hard they explode?
Yes.
fuck, that's all the way at the beginning at the start.
Yeah, the developer was Kid Core.
Kid.
It was just published by Taito.
Yeah, kid.
Alright, now we gotta see what Kid did. Kindle
Ever 17.
Imagine
Ooh, that
Develop.
was really good. That was really good. Okay, let's not mess this up, please.
Looks like a whole bunch of visual novels.
Yeah, see?
Weird.
They made a bunch of like action, I guess actiony NES games,
Yeah,
and then a
and
bunch of
Game
visual
Boy.
novels.
Yeah, NES and Game Boy, it looks like they did a lot of... I'm trying to see if there's anything that I like. Oh, they actually also developed G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor, so was I wrong about it being
We're right.
Taxan? I swear it says Taxan though.
I could have swore it was Taxan.
It does, yeah. That one is published by Taxan, but developed by Kid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This was they have made a game called Bakuso Dekotora Densetsu GB Special Otoko do Kyo no Tenka Toitsu.
Got it.
And it's just got a sick truck on the cover, and I want to know what it is.
It's a startup.
This other game is called Bananan Uji no Daiboken. Does bananan
Oh, is
mean
that Banana Prince? Yeah, it's Banana Prince. That's a really good game. Jorf runs that one.
They made Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
Wait. There's a game called Pepsi Man?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but Pepsi had a mascot called Pepsi Man.
Right.
He must quench people's thirst in the name of brand goods.
Okay, I'm gonna get a PB here.
All right, 4 minutes left on the clock, so we got a PB coming in.
Ooh.
Although I decided not to stand where the actual item.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I was going to point that out to you there.
I just decided it would be best to lose like half a second by standing in the middle instead of actually.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So this game was made by the same people that made G.I. Joe Linus Factor. So that maybe account for the similarities. I don't know, but the jumping animation looks exactly like Snake Eyes jumping or something.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Slime.
it does. Now that I think about it.
Oh, they also did Low G Man.
Yes, Low G Man.
Yes, I was
wow.
saying that this reminded me of Low G Man because of the jumps. Jumping physics feel exactly.
Kickmaster, the master of kicks.
They made a game for the Genesis called Mystical Fighter, where you play as a kabuki-looking dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
That perks my interest. As the runner of Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
Aw, I need to heal there. I almost did it, too.
How are we doing on time?
2:45.
We're getting there.
Oh, we are getting there.
I was doing much better at this game in practice.
Okay, now I have to finish this run.
So this game has got, I think, 8 levels in it. Is that the case?
Let's see here. There's these 4, then there's the ship, then the large swamp, and
there's the
then
castle.
then the mini boss rush, and then the final castle. Yeah, so there's 8 levels.
8 levels. Okay, so these guys are learning about half the game.
Yep.
So that's a fair chunk of it. I think somebody should try to take that record.
Makes it much different.
Yeah. Yeah, but
last
they,
level
getting it back.
Really hard, actually.
The grinding.
The last level, any of the vertical sections where you're going up has a problem where
I just spawned the spikes.
if any of the platforms go underneath the status bar, they are despawned. The game gets rid of them.
Yeah, they're just pits now.
Yeah, and they're pits. So if you're falling down and you think, oh, there was a platform there, it's just hidden underneath the status bar. No, it's not. You're dead.
Great.
I uploaded my other, sent you my
I was
other.
gonna die here.
okay, thank you.
I thought I should just die. Yeah.
And then it also doesn't help that in the last stage, as you're going up the vertical shafts with the disappearing platforms underneath you, that the random falling bubbles from the ship's boss appear.
Yeah. Those things are... It's just BS.
Yep.
Fucking birds.
Birds being a pain in a game with ninjas?
Yeah, there are ninjas.
I didn't despawn
There-
the spike that time.
There are those green guys that appear right after the rat warriors.
I would love to get a copy of this card if it weren't $60.
Yeah, same here. I thought this game was really cool. I was very happy with how it turned out. This was suggested
It isn't that bad.
by Blecky, I think. Not that bad? That's good.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
that's
not
good to
really a
hear.
fan of most NES games.
Right, so that's probably high praise then from you.
Yeah. I made my feelings on this game pretty clear at this
Right.
top of the episode.
All right, we're coming down to it. 10 seconds left.
10 seconds left, and you'll let us know when we
Then
can
I'll let you
restart?
know.
Okay, because this is not that good of a run. But This is a tough decision.
Okay, well here we go. Now it's your chance to reset. Otherwise, we are done with this match. I mean, we're done with this match after your runs are over, Ed. Okay, so everyone is, you know, they're going to take the run that they've got now. We're in sudden death mode, so no more resets.
Has Auth submitted?
No?
Time?
He's got a
Well, he's got a 222.
Oh, okay, so he has submitted time.
Yeah, not anything since last time, though.
Oh, I didn't know he had submitted any.
Oh.
Must have missed hearing that.
At least I can start there. No, wait, I had the fuck. Oh well.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Death and continue.
I was not paying attention there.
You know, in practice, I got really good at stun locking the boss at 3, and it turns out that when you play Mega Man 6 for a few minutes, it's not easy.
You just lose it.
Should've kept that on the run.
Ruins your timing for it.
Ha! I can't get the magic item. That's funny.
Yeah, just lost.
Oh, it's off
Yeah,
screen.
you scrolled a little too far there, Carrie.
Oops.
I just find it funny. This game is just like I was doing pretty well, and now it's like nah.
I love that it's still part way there too. Like it's not like the item itself despawned. It's just not
No,
letting you move far enough to get it.
Yeah, you can't go far enough to get it, yeah. I've had that happen to me on a couple of runs.
Oh, I did not realize how low my health was.
Man, so it's pretty close.
Okay, well,
Well, not
and
now.
when I was trying to add my health, I
I
just
just want to
unlocked.
finish this now.
Wow, died while trying to heal. That sucks.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
was already
Yeah,
losing
that
time
can
by getting-
happen.
Looks like John Carl's not going to be improving that 212, but
Oh, don't worry, I won't be improving it either.
All eyes on Author Blue.
yeah, the Blues a little bit behind in that first split, but we'll see what goes on here.
Oh, don't worry, it gets worse.
It's not going to be a massive time savings suddenly. Develop some Strider-like out-of-bounds glitch and change everything.
Yeah, I felt I was starting to get it all together with the stun locking, but I just didn't put a full run together there. I think sub 210. I think is not terribly.
Oh, that's gonna be it. He's gonna finish it out, but he's not gonna beat the 212.
Well, I think that ship had sailed long before that.
That was the one match that I was like, you were gonna crush me by a minute.
I know, that was the one match I was like, I was gonna crush you on.
I think I've literally finished like 2 runs of that before. I just.
God, that sucks.
It's crazy.
That wasn't even close to my practice times.
Yeah, weren't you getting like? Getting sub 2?
Yeah, I was getting pretty close to 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I was like this 213.
That sucks.
That-
I couldn't stun lock the demon anymore.
The demon.
Oh, see, I was doing it every time, but it's the other boss. That lion boss is kind of tough to stun lock, I feel. But
Yeah, he's a little trickier because he moves forward he moves forward after like half a second, so you have to. You can't let him. Yeah, you can't let him loose for more than half a second if you want to keep the stun lock on him.
It was tough for me to figure out where to stand after you kill the mid-boss for that stage because like it changes where the camera's set. So like you can be real close up, but then you're gonna take a hit from the boss. But if you stand too far back, then it's like, what am I actually gonna accomplish at that point?
Oh well. I'm just gonna stop with that.
you don't want to play mystery game?
Well, no. I mean, I'm
Oh, okay.
Done with the green lions.
My
Oh, okay.
hands. I'm not gonna.
Agree.
I'm not gonna do things.
All right. Well, we're waiting
Finished
for.
it. That's good.
Yeah, right now, Arkhanno is working on getting the timing for the very last run that John Carls submitted, which is, I think, pretty close to the ones he's got up on his splits now.
It hardly matters at this point anyway.
Right. I mean, not that it matters, but we like to be exact about it if we can.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, but let me set up a mystery game for you guys so you can, or no, sorry, the bonus game for you guys so you can try it out if you'd like to.
Is that a 30-minute thing as well, or is that?
No, that'll just be until you get tired of it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you decide to quit yourself.
So 30 minutes, got it.
Well, I
Sure.
decided I need to smoke badly enough that I can't keep it.
So I can take the script off, right?
Yeah. You keep it on during it if you want, but you don't have to. Me
Play a
too.
little bit of this.
So this isn't so much submitting times, just see who finishes it.
Yeah, I mean, if multiple people finish it, or if we use this game as a bonus game some other time, I guess it'd be nice to have something to compare it to.
We do have an open stream as well. Someone in chat.
Yes, if someone would love to jump in.
Ooh.
Depending on what the game is, I might jump in.
Okay, well, I've just put the game up now. It's Bobble. So, not a bad game. I know you.
No, not a bad game.
You're hoping for a bad game, but it's
not a bad game at all.
But it's definitely a different game. It's very different than what we've been doing here, and I think some people
Split at the
would
end of 89.
veto the heck out of that game. So.
Bobble. I love Bobble. I do love
80
Bobble.
through 89. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, you're not
I just
going to
saw
do
84.
most of the game.
Yeah, I'll play some Bobble, sure.
I got real concerned for a real quick second.
Up to level, you think he said up to level 89?
Yeah.
It said 84 and 89. I didn't read anything else. I was terrified.
Did you post the link?
All right. No, hold on. Zyre, you got it as well. If you go back to your player dashboard, it should be listed there underneath the other goals.
Cool.
If I knew the website, I don't know anything. I'm an idiot.
It's true.
Well, I'll paste it. I'll paste it.
Just click on things.
Also, the notes are not quite correct about the umbrella. I think it's like if you pop 15 blue bubbles, you get a blue umbrella that lets you skip 3 levels. And if you pop 20, you get an orange one that skips 5. And if you pop 25, you get a red one that skips 7.
Wait, really? It's
think
not.
so.
I'm almost certain that it's random which one you get.
Someone in my chat seemed to think that's how it works. Someone who speedruns the game.
Oh well. Okay.
All I remember is what
don't
Dark
know
and
how to
Guts
play
said,
this
and that it was
game.
random.